What's up guys, Twilight here, bringing you guys another Monster Hunter video. In today's video we'll be discussing the Oroshi Kirin and whether or not it would be a good addition to Iceborne when the expansion comes out. There are both pros and cons to having him added, so let's go ahead and discuss some of it. First, let's start with a very easy pro. Oroshi Kirin just makes perfect sense in Iceborne, both aesthetically and from a lore perspective. It's an ice elder dragon that drops the temperature below 0 as soon as it appears. If they never showed us Velkhana and Capcom just said, "There's an ice elder dragon freezing everything," all the veteran hunters would immediately think of either Oroshi Kirin or they would think of the Ukanlos. Another easy pro is that Oroshi Kirin would be absolutely one of the easiest monsters that can be added, as it essentially is just a Kirin reskin with ice moves instead of lightning. This would make adding him a lot easier in the development team than adding a brand new monster. And if you look at Shrieking Legiana's sweeping ice attacks or Velkhana's ice pillars, they're exactly how I would imagine the Oroshi Kirin's attacks to look in Iceborne. It would really surprise me, honestly, if they haven't at least worked on it as a concept. Now, I say this is a pro, but this is also a con in my opinion, and we'll get to that in a minute. So let's go ahead and wrap up the pros for now. We have 1, it makes sense in the new location and theme of the expansion because it's ice-based, and Oroshi Kirin just makes sense in that location. And then 2, the model for the monster and its attacks are already in the game, so it would be fairly easy to implement. Now let's go ahead and talk about some of the cons. And I've been going back and forth on this, but I really feel like the cons are bigger than the pros, in my opinion. But let's go ahead and talk about it. The first con is directly related to the last pro we talked about, and it's that adding Oroshi Kirin would be redundant at this point. If they already have everything that makes Oroshi Kirin different and special in the game, why add him at all? Might as well focus all that energy and resources in somewhere else in the game. Another con is that Oroshi Kirin's armor and weapons are kinda boring, honestly. What I mean by this is that we already have them in the game. They're exactly the same designs as the regular Kirin's armor and weapons, so unless the Monster Hunter team decided to give the Oroshi Kirin's equipment an overhaul, which let's face it, I really doubt that they would, it would be pretty underwhelming as an addition. Now, one could argue the same thing about some of the other subspecies, and I would agree with you 100%, but just because that's what we're used to doesn't mean it needs to be the status quo. I'm pretty sure the Oroshi Kirin's abilities in Monster Hunter 4 were the same, or at least very similar to regular Kirin's, so it doesn't even have a standout ability from what I remember. Alright, now I know it's kind of getting a little negative towards the Oroshi Kirin, and I really don't want this video to be a rant on why Oroshi Kirin would be a useless addition in Iceborne. And this isn't me saying that I don't want him in the game. I would absolutely love for them to cram in as many monsters that they could possibly add into the game, into this expansion, even if they're just reskins. The Sandbarioth is one of my favorite monsters in the whole series, and I really want him to come back in Iceborne. But what I really want to see is more acidic Glavenus-like subspecies, you know? Something that fundamentally changes how the monster attacks and behaves, and I'd say the same thing even for the Sandbarioth if he gets added into Iceborne. It's pretty much a given that we'll be seeing some sort of subspecies or variants for Kirin and Kushala Daora in Iceborne. I just want them to get the Lunastra treatment. You know, I want them to, you know, be changed from what they were originally and not just be lazy reskins. Anyway, that's it for me, guys. Let me know what you guys think in the comments section. Would you guys like to see Orochi Kirin return in Iceborne as it was? Or would you like it reimagined into something else? Or would you prefer to see something completely new? I know there's a lot of people that have never even hunted the Oroshi Kirin, so they don't even know, what it's about. But definitely let me know what you guys think. I really want to know how people feel about subspecies in general. Like the video if you guys liked it. Subscribe for more Monster Hunter content. I'll be live streaming day 1 Iceborne when it comes out, so subscribe and hit the bell if you want to get the notifications for when I post a new video or when I go live. I generally only post 1 video a day, so you won't have to worry about me destroying your inbox. I'll leave the rest of the video up, guys, so you guys can watch me hunt this high rank Kirin naked. But that's it for me, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys have a great day.